what stood out to you in the pre-draft process about the tight end, Zack, and just his scores seem to be all out?
Yeah, it's unfortunate for him because he had the injury, but his height, weight, speed, and all that stuff. It's usually when you get into those rounds, you just want the back half of the draft. You just want guys who are big. You're looking for something freakish that you can work with, and he's got great mindset. He's got tremendous athleticism, size, and all that stuff, and. So for us, it was very easy when he was there.
I'm sure you've had guys like that in the past that their traits are crazy.
Yeah.
Production in college doesn't reflect the skill. Do you search for answers of why didn't it translate in college, or you just kind of come in and go, all right, we're just going to take this?
Yeah, you search, but there's also we've had. His production wasn't terrible, but it wasn't bad. It was decent. But like Malcolm Smith, 7th rounder, who was one of the first, he ran like a 4.4. He's just blazing speed. And, but is there a trade, an intangible that he has? What's the mental makeup? And if you're lucky enough to combine all of them, and you don't always hit, but it's an old saying, if always take the freak that loves ball, and if you do, usually they pan out. And so he's got freakish ability, and he's got a love for football, so now you just got to work with him.
You mentioned this being a deep tight end class, and there being some guys taken ahead of you. Is that something you view as motivation? I mean, like you said, nothing against those guys, but is that something that you'll use as motivation moving forward?
Certainly. I always try to play. Obviously there's a chip on my shoulder, and I sat there, with my family, and I counted every single guy. At my position right now, I'm given a great opportunity, and at this point it's in my hands, and what I do with that, and I'm certainly going to maximize it. Obviously you'd love to have my last year not having coming off an injury and doing that. I knew it was very doable for me to obviously be in the position that I am now. I think my performance at the combine definitely helped, in terms of just raw athleticism and what I'm able to do, physically. But that's why you go through the interview processes and everything, and such a deep tight end class. It is what it is at that point. It's no discredit to like any of those guys. I think there's a lot of great players. And, in the end of the day, I'm a Jet, and I'm very happy for it.
You ran hurdles in high school. And
state champion.
Well, right. So
yeah.
Was it easy for you? How tall were you in high school? Did you just step over them?
That's always what it was. People would always say, "Oh, you shouldn't, have to higher years," and I would just tell them, "Man, why don't you grow a couple inches?" But no, I was. It's kind of like I said. I got it from my older brother, and he had at the high school that he went to, he was the school record holder, and so I'm like, all right, I'm going to go for that. And we actually, tied our times, to the exact 100th of a second. So in that final race I had, I only did it 3 years. He did it 4 because I enrolled early. So I always say if I had one more year, I probably would have got him. But it was very, very different body type for me out there. But I've always used my speed. Obviously, the hurdles aren't much of an obstacle for me. So it was good job there.